Hi everyone, good morning. Happy Tuesday to you. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Channing Curtis. Well, on this Tuesday, we're expecting some rain chances that are heading our way here soon. So KREM 2's meteorologist Thomas Patrick is telling us all about it. So Thomas, when is this rain going to really affect us?
Yeah, I think the rain could be here as early as the next 2 hours, as we're already starting to see some returns on Doppler radar. So we'll jump right into it. Obviously, the steady rain is over Seattle, but starting to fill up over central Washington. So from Moses Lake to Grand Coulee, starting to see some very light rain, maybe just a little bit of a drizzle at first. And even our northeastern Washington mountains starting to disturb the atmosphere enough to squeeze out some light snow showers. If you look closely, you can still see the valleys getting painted in green. It is warm enough to support rainfall even as of this hour. 35 between Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, and Deer Park. Same story in Ritzville as well. These temperatures will increase and we'll definitely just see rain. So as early as 9 a.m., but by noon, it's raining near everywhere in the inland Northwest.
Well, Spokane City Hall could soon be downsizing. At least that's a conversation council members discussed at last night's committee meeting. KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones live in the newsroom right now. Brandon, the current building located downtown has served the city headquarters since the 1980s, but city officials say 40% of the building is unoccupied. Good morning.
Yeah, Tim, that's right. And a potential move could also mean saving money for the city if that's a decision council members agree to. One option that might be on the table is the Premier building on East Sprague. The city recently entered a purchase option agreement to buy the property, but it will likely become a new municipal justice center. City Council Budget Manager Matt Boston says it makes sense to think about a move.
City Hall is being utilized at 60% of its current capacity. That is considering that every individual that is here, whether they be on a hybrid schedule or they be on a full-time schedule, is counted as a desk at that point in time. So that number could be much smaller.
KREM 2 did reach out to the mayor's office, and her communications team shared with us that she wouldn't support a move out of downtown, but is open to other properties nearby. Another option is possibly leasing out 1 or 2 floors at City Hall to private businesses. Right now, there's no particular timeline for a move, but a company has been hired to the city's entire real estate portfolio. In the newsroom, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.
Right now in the Middle East, search and rescue crews are hoping to find more survivors after a 7.8 magnitude earthquake rocked Turkey and Syria. At this hour, more than 5,000 people have died. That number is expected to climb as they search for survivors. New drone video you see here shows just how widespread the destruction is. Local media reports more than 5,600 buildings in Turkey alone are destroyed. The White House says it is sending a team to help with search and rescue. They join several other countries offering support to Turkish and Syrian governments. The support includes trained dog squads, medical supplies, and drilling machines. The effects of this international disaster have wide-reaching effects around the world.
We actually spoke with a Spokane woman with a deep connection to Turkey.
I was a refugee over there, so those are like my family members. So I feel really bad that it's maybe something happened to them that they cannot answer me, and it's really hard to. I even don't want to think about that. Maybe something happened to them.
Now, while she and her family were in Turkey, they also lived through a major earthquake there. She says besides the destruction, the earthquake is devastating because so many people in that area are refugees living with little shelter or heat.
To another check of weather on this Tuesday morning, where conditions are fairly calm first thing this morning, but are going to pick up in activity. Rain by the noon hour today, rain and wind throughout this afternoon and most of the evening hours as well. Our computer model picks up on these rain chances really as early as 10 a.m., but certainly by noon should be raining across most everywhere in the inland Northwest. And here's that storm system. The moisture is still being fed out of the Pacific Ocean into western Washington right now. That will cross the Cascades and deliver some widespread rain for the inland Northwest in just a couple hours time, if it hasn't already started sprinkling yet this morning. But at least temperatures do stay mild in the 40s, so that's why it's rain at lower elevations, but still heavier snow above about 3,500 feet of elevation or so.
Happening today, President Biden is set to give his second State of the Union address before a newly divided Congress and the American people. President Biden says he wants tonight's State of the Union address to be a conversation with the American people. The White House says the president will tout progress on the economy as federal data shows easing inflation and a strong labor market with the lowest unemployment rate in more than 50 years.
I want to talk to the American people and let them know the state of affairs, what's going on, what I'm looking forward to working on from this point on, what we've done.
Among the guests in attendance will be the parents of Tyree Nichols, the man murdered by Memphis police officers, and Brandon Tsai, the man who stopped the Monterey Park shooter from attacking a second location. You can watch the State of the Union address right here on KREM 2. It starts at 6 o'clock tonight. The official Republican rebuttal will be given by Arkansas Governor and former White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders.